Oh, I'm so bored. Waiting for my eyes to get better. They get better. Well, I don't know. Anyway, never mind about that. Yeah, I'll, get on with it. Doctor, 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Go and see the doctor 8 o'clock on the Monday, and I've got to get this sorted now. This is a major symptom now. I know there's been something going on with me for years, but now it's shown it's reared its ugly head in a big way now. So I need a proper diagnosis from the NHS or someone, and then I can qualify for extra stuff. Like I can get an armed forces disability pension, for instance. Well, an extra this, that, and the other. I can't even drive a car now. Oh, no, don't drive. Well, anyway, I said, it doesn't make any difference. I sold my car about 2 years ago when COVID started. I was hardly using it. It was rusty before my eyes, man. I was only doing about 500 miles a year in it. Anyway, I'm on the beer. No, shut up. It's got nothing to do with this. I know when I got a flare-up, see, because my face goes pink. Can you see the pinkish hint in my face? I know exactly I'm having a flare-up. Or whatever it is. It just needs properly diagnosed. Stress, man, stress. Aye, my days of yumping over 50 miles a day are long gone. Never mind. Yes, well, it's FA Cup day. Well, it's been FA Cup weekend, really. I think they're even playing games on Monday. Remember the time, like in the 1970s now, FA Cup day was a big thing. All the games were played on a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Or the grounds that didn't have floodlights kicked off earlier, especially in January, 3rd round, 4th round in January, or maybe early February. Just to kick off on these knackered old grounds with no floodlights at about 2 or 2:15. Yeah, 2. Yeah, and the classic game was Hereford United went to Newcastle United, and they drew the game there on a Saturday at 3 o'clock. And so there was a replay in Hereford then, and they had no floodlights, so it was on at 2:15 in the afternoon on a Wednesday afternoon, 2:15. And all these school kids are there. If you look at the Hereford 1, John Radford, what's the name? Something George. What was the other one that scored the other one? Not Vicky George. Sounds girly, that. Billy George. It's new. Is it? Anyway, they won. Anyway, 1-0. 2-1. 2-1. Malcolm McDonald scored the other goal. And John Radford hit the winning shot. Screamer from about, 1,000 yards. Well, 35 yards then. And the pitch was like a muddy potato patch. As if it just, all the potatoes just been picked out of it. It was a bog. Aye. Oh, Christ. Boggy ground. That's, ankle breaking grounds. Yeah, so what was I on about? Oh, yeah, FA Cup. Yeah. Arsenal, my neighbour opposite. His team lost to Manchester City in the 4th round FA Cup last night. 1-0. 1-0. Alan Clark. And then there's a pile of these games going on. Like, teams from places you never heard of. you know. Well, that's mainly in the third round, but there's some left in the fourth round. And there's some games tomorrow. I think there's an odd one on Monday. It's all after the TV money, see, TV audience money. Christ Almighty, man! My my fucking brother is one of these football idiots. I don't call them football nuts. Football idiots. He'll watch anything that's on. You know, to remember that. Like when he was up here every 2 minutes complaining about this, that, and the other. As soon as the European Cup, the International European Championship, international teams happened, which lasted about a month, never saw him that summer. And then as soon as that finished, he popped his ugly head up again. You know, anyway, he's banned from here now. I banned him. He's banned from my house. Changed the lock so he's got no keys to get in. He owns half of it. Yeah. Yeah. Aye. Scarlett won last night. Well, I think I made a video. Have I ever made a video? No, I may have forgotten to make a video last night. Scarlett won. Oh, no. I posted the highlights link on Facebook. That's it. No, I didn't make a video. Yeah. Excellent game. Down here in Leslie. Scars were winning by miles, and all of a sudden it suddenly closed in. Ooh, 30-28. And then Johnny McNichol, the New Zealander, stroke, adopted Welshman, scored a try, and 37-28 it ended. Good win. The Bulls from South Africa. Yeah, these South African teams are struggling. Oh God, I'm up to 7.5 minutes already. These South African teams are struggling because they're in the European Cup now. And they've been going back and forth, Europe, South Africa, Europe, South Africa. And it's been too silly in the last few weeks. They need to sort it out. I know it was Bulls or Stormers. They were in Europe, then they were back in South Africa. And, you know, I used to do air travel. I was a traveling international engineer until my health problems started off. And, you know, the worst one was going from Gatwick to Singapore in late winter, landing. Was it late winter? Well, anyway, it was 90 degrees there and humid in Singapore. I got there first day in the factory there, sorting out a machine, modifications and all that. Oof. I couldn't do nothing the next day. So I phoned him. I've got to take the day off. I'm not feeling very well. I really was shattered. Not jet lag. Jet lag before that never bothered me. I could sleep anytime, anywhere, any time of the day. I've got no circadian rhythm whatsoever. It might be part of it. And anyway, I recovered, and then I was there for about 6 weeks. And in the middle of it, I took a week off to see the British Lions down in Australia. And it was exactly the same. Got there. I went to see the game. Well, I went to see the game in the pub, Australian pub. Brisbane, main town, Brisbane city centre. And I was staying in the hotel just up the hill in Spring Hill. It's a Spring Well up the hill. Great Western Hotel. Oh my God. Anyway, so have a good Saturday. A bit misty, overcast. Right, ta-ra.